Hi, everybody. I know you guys want to see Ollie on this Sunday morning here. Ollie, look at all your friends. There's your friend. Oh, there's your friends out there. Oh, now Ollie got to go on a walk out in the woods today. And then he came home and he looked at some lizards and he ate some hamburger, cooked hamburger on his kibble and he wants down already. Okay, so I'm gonna let him down, but I thought you guys, it's a little cheer up from Ollie. I'm still reeling. I don't know about you guys, still worried, still reeling. There's no guarantee that anything I say as an intuitive, uh, or any of us really, no one is 100% right. And I think if we would have known a week ago uh, that the election would be stolen, we might not have voted. And we also would have had gone into it in a much more low vibration. So I think it's great that we went in hopeful. I still believe Kamala won. I mean, it's not just wishful thinking. It's my intuition. It's because I mean, it's you look at the rallies, you look at the numbers, you look at the missing votes, the 20 million or so missing votes. It doesn't add up. And then also we know potentially the House, the Senate, the presidency, and the popular vote. No, it just doesn't make sense. And every swing state, really. Okay, so and then so okay, what can we do to support each other and to help each other? One, of course, loving you guys have been so supportive to everybody in the community here. To me, just wonderful, wonderful messages here. I love your insights when you share your intuitive gifts and your visions and thoughts and feelings. I love that. So thank you for doing that. I read everything. And so we have that for each other. We also have ourselves. We have ourselves. We have our own light. We know there are dark forces. Putin has dark forces. He works with the witches, according to Melissa Free Range. I forgot this. Melissa Free Range Psychic. I just watched her today. Great, she had a great video. He works with the dark shamans and the dark witches, and they chant for him to protect him. Okay, so what can we do? And they send it to us as well, the dark. So what can we do? We become light, right? Because only light can come into light. We can't allow the dark in because we're light. Now, if we keep our light strong as possible, we think light, we be light, we breathe light, whatever color you want to use, and breathe, or white. You could use white. I like to use either gold or blue or green. The reason I don't use white as much is I feel like it's more porous. I like gold because it feels like it's more metallic and stronger. So I don't know. I often will use gold when I'm creating a bubble around myself, but when I breathe in, I'll often use blue and green, and then I push it out, and then I can surround it with the gold. So breathe it in and become that light, and then expand it, and then fill your room, your house, your neighborhood, but start with yourself. Okay. And another thing you can do to support yourself is make sure your chakras are balanced. And how do you do that? Well, you can breathe, go by one, breathing into your chakras. I like to do 12 breaths per chakra, and I will say Om, Om, and I breathe the color of that chakra, and I count with my fingers, Om, 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 each chakra. And imagining that chakra, and I'm breathing in that color. That's one way you can do it. You can also, another thing you can add to that, you can touch a chakra, and then they're integrating. You're by just gently holding the chakras, they're talking to each other. And then you move it to this one. And you move it around, and you connect all the chakras. And that also helps integrate and center yourself. Okay. Very important to stay centered. All right. Now, I think that's good for now. Last night, Kelly and I got together. We did a recording. We did two recordings actually, because the first one we didn't think was very good. And so, but she hasn't looked at it yet and given me the okay to post it. So that's why I haven't posted it yet. But I can here, I will share with you some of the findings. And I want to preface that everything we say, now we are both well developed in our intuition. I've been studying my, gifts of practicing development since 1995. And then I don't know how many years she's been doing it, but I'm sure a lot as well. And so she uses the dowsing rods. She's good with it. I have a pair, I just cards and dowsing rods. I don't trust them for me. Okay. I know they work great with other people. I just like to feel what's in my body. So anyway, so we did that, and then hopefully we'll get to post it, but I'll just give you the recap. Okay, so remember too, tomorrow is 11/11. It's a perfect day to manifest, to think about what it is you want to manifest. Write it, sing it, say it, dance it. Okay. And even if you do it at 11:11 a.m. or 11:11 p.m. even, it's a portal for manifestation. And then I think is it next week on the 19th, there is that Pluto moving into Aquarius. Now that supposedly, per astrologers, which is a language I only know a little bit, un poquito, is a time when this Aquarius rising, right? The collective, the group consciousness, the group collective will be taking over, basically. Okay, their voices will be heard. So that's great to know. So just keep that in mind as well on the 19th. All right, so some of the things that we got, first of all, we asked, did Kamala win the election? We got yes, Kamala won. And also Kamala won the Senate, the House. And well, I think she also, Colin Allred won. But there are a lot of shenanigans in Texas. And then of course, we know the election. Now we're not just thinking the election was stolen or had foreign interference. There's too many things that don't add up, like the 21 million votes that haven't been accounted for, like calling the races too soon, like they called for Trump, but then everything else was blue on the ballot. The things just don't match up. Like what happened to the women and the young people? Now, see, that's another thing. Where were they? Of course they were there. Look at the rally, 75,000 on the shift. And then what about on the ellipse? And what about I mean, no, they're not counted. I mean, it's just common sense. So we know the election was interfered with. Okay, now we also asked, are there two timelines? We got no, not two timelines. And I don't even know really what to think about that. That was Kelly's question. But there are two realities, just like there were in 2016 and in 2020, there were two realities. That is pretty obvious, especially the way that the world is so divided right now, especially in the United States. But I think it's everywhere. I think it's spreading now. I think the whole world is divided. Okay, so now we asked about a January inauguration. And I think it's a maybe still, but we both got no. So then we asked, well, what's going to happen? And it felt like a constitutional crisis, and expect the unexpected. Okay, like this is going to be something we've never ever had to deal with. And I don't know if that means illness, death, assassination, voter turnout, the whole election being turned over. I don't know exactly what that means, but I do know to hang on tight, you guys. Okay. And if it doesn't go in our favor, we will get through it. Okay. I don't know what's going to happen. There's no way I can know. But if it doesn't, We have each other. We asked about guardrails too, just in case the Republican team got on. And it's not just the Republican team. It's not them. It's more the MAGA group. It's more the Project 2025. That's the issue. Okay. That's the scary part. The other part, the Republicans aren't, I mean, they're kind of scary, but they're not that scary. It's the Project 2025, the women's rights, I know you know what I'm talking about. Latinos and the freedom to love who you want to love, and mass deportation, Medicare, Social Security, health insurance. I mean, all that. That's all definitely on Project 2025. So, okay, if the Republican team gets on, Kelly especially felt like there would be guardrails underground that we are not aware of that would make it not as bad as what they have written out in Project 2025. So, okay. Now, January inauguration, we already said, I don't think so. Okay. March inauguration, that seems yes, like a yes. I know it seems crazy, doesn't it? And who knows? Again, remember, I may be wrong. Okay. I also felt that the reason that Biden hasn't called for voter fraud, hasn't said announced voter fraud, because he's afraid that Kamala, he's very protective, of the group, right? And that one, it might cause a civil war. Two, Kamala would be definitely a target of assassination. Okay. I mean, no question. I don't know that we would have her here tomorrow if that was the case. So I know he's thinking about that as well. Okay, so, and then what, right? I mean, this is just cray. Okay, we asked about Jamie Raskin. And we both got, and even as I think of it, I get chills, that he was one of the founding fathers of the Constitution. So, and then, I'm getting so many chills. Then we asked, is he Thomas Jefferson? We got a yes. So who knows, right? I mean, I can't prove it, but I'm getting chills again on that. So, that's fun. That's fun to know. Also, we asked if he was a president before, and we got no. He hasn't been a US president, but he has been a leader in other countries. Yeah. Okay. Now, and then we asked, is there a second election? Got no. Is there going to be recounts? Yes. Lawsuits? Yes. Will it be enough to prove election interference? Yes. Okay. Will Kamala take over for Biden? Now, I don't know. I had a couple days ago, I had this vision of Biden being sick and having to leave office, like in December. Now, okay, and then that means Kamala would step in. Now, but it's changing. I don't know. And remember, that's a prediction. These things, remember, we follow the energy. It's a maybe. Okay. So I don't want to be just predict, but it's always a possibility. These things, we can't rule it out. Possible. Okay. We can't rule out that Trump will be inaugurated eventually. Possible. It feels, though, that if he is, it's very short. If he is. And then we can't rule out the possibility then that Vance would be inaugurated. And if so, that would also be it feels to me very short if that's the case. We can't rule out that Kamala will be inaugurated in March or so, probably not January. And I can't rule it out. I can't guarantee it. I can't guarantee it, but it's possible. We got to be hopeful. What do? We got to write our Democratic senators and Congress people, ask for a recount, write Biden, of course, or Harris, and ask for a recount, demand for a recount, and pray every day. Pray, morning and night. Okay. Let me see. Is there anything else? I think that's it for right now. I think that those are all that we worked with. And we have each other. We have each other. We have the day came, the sun came up. We're still here. Just think about, just in case we are with a Republican presidency for 4 years, just in case, right? Think about things that you can do for yourself during that time and even now. Now's a hard time, very hard time. Okay. Forgive yourself, be kind to yourself. Start doing something new, even, write your book, write your, start artwork or, a garden or talk to the trees, go to the beach, something like that for yourself. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you too for all the supporters that have been on this channel and all the comments that I do read. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Okay. Bye-bye now.